Hello, how are you today? How are you doing? How did your day go, or how is your day going? Hope you're good. Alright, so this episode of Sincerely Speaking has been tagged the Chameleon Syndrome, and I'm sure that you've heard of the word chameleon before, as if you haven't even seen it before. So yeah, a chameleon is that very interesting type of lizard that changes color based on its environment. So you throw a chameleon into a brown box, it changes to brown. Chameleon is on green grass, it changes to green. From what I read, it's not exactly the environment that makes the color of the chameleon change. It's actually, reaction to a change in temperature, a change in the level of exposure to light, and it's actually also based on the mood of a chameleon. Yeah, chameleons have the game mood. Anyway, there are other features of chameleons that I found out while I was, reading about it. One is that chameleons do not have outer ear openings. That is, when you see a chameleon, you're not likely to see ears. Yet, they are not deaf. So it means that chameleons have inner ears. That's what we're made to believe, because they're not deaf, yet they do not have ears. So it means that they're hearing with something that we do not see. So they have inner ears. That's very interesting, Abby. Now, the last one I would like to talk about is the fact that the chameleon is able to make a 180-degree vision capture with each eye. What that means is that a chameleon can look in two entirely different directions at the same time. So this eye could be capturing this place like this, and then this eye this like this. So you're not able to tell what a chameleon is up to. Chameleons are very unpredictable and smart, and of course very fast as well. So what has this got to do with us as children of gospel ministers and young Christians? Now let us begin to see the similarities between ourselves and chameleons. Do you remember a time, or have you ever found yourself in a situation where you are being a different person based on your environment? That is, you're living a certain way at home or in church, and deep down in your chest and your heart, when you are by yourself, you're an entirely different person. That is a very, very distinctive symptom of someone suffering from the chameleon syndrome. Also, someone who has outer ears and inner ears but somehow chooses not to listen to the Holy Spirit. Chameleon syndrome. Now the last one, this one is very common. I say this a lot, that the sneakiest liars, the smartest and most mischievous minds are raised in the homes of gospel ministers. You want to argue? Bring it on. I'll be waiting for you in the comment section. The smartest ones, they are in the homes of mommy church and daddy church, because you have to be smart. Are you joking? There's a way you want to be, and there's a way they want you to be. And if you want to be the way you want to be, you have to deceive them. So you have to either tell a lie or live a lie. Whichever way, there's a lie in the equation. You get me? Yeah. So all of these things are symptoms of the chameleon syndrome. Now, the reason why the church is the way it is right now, why there's a lot of drama going on in most local assemblies, is because this chameleon syndrome is not being attended to from a tender age. So it's eating everybody up, it's eating the individual up, it's eating families up, it's eating up the church. When there's somebody, there's somebody in church known to be a certain way, and meanwhile the person's life for real, it's an entirely different thing. There's no way it will not affect us. It's affecting everybody. So if you have been in that situation before, like I have, when I got into the university, I was an entirely different person from where I was at home. Please, some clothes I had in my wardrobe at that time, that if you show it to my mother and say, this is Anu's dress, my mom will say, no, never. But is it Anu's dress? Yes. Did Anu used to wear it? Yes. My mother, no. Was Anu in the choir? Yes. Was Anu a worker in church? Was Anu a liar? So, I have been there, and as a matter of fact, even as we speak, there are still some things that, I will be honest and sincere with you, there are still some things that I'm trying to, deal with. I'm going to do something, I'm asking myself, will you do this? Will you do this if you were in church? Will you do this if you were in your parents' house? So the fact that I don't live with my parents makes me, has revealed the real me. Do you understand? So if you are like me, if you have noticed such things in your life or noticed it in somebody else, we together are suffering from the chameleon syndrome. So moving on, how do we deal with it? You know that there are some things that are doctrinally unacceptable, that is, in church you're not allowed to do, at home you're not allowed to do, but they are not exactly wrong. Now, hopefully very soon we're going to be looking at neither right nor wrong, because there are many things that people ask us questions like, this thing is not wrong, but they say I should not do it. Why shouldn't I do it? It is not wrong. It's not wrong. God is not exactly frowning at it. God may not frown at that particular thing, but He might frown at the fact that you're disobeying. Yeah, so disobedience is wrong, right? So if you're going to honor your father and your mother like God says you should do, then it means there's some things you're going to have to deal with. Do you understand that? Okay, so how do we strike a balance between who we really are and who they want us to be without living a lie? I'll be waiting for you in the comment section. And if there's anything you want to say, anything you want to drop as a comment that you don't want to be anonymous about, that's fine. You can send me a message on Instagram. On Instagram, I am at Ruby_Kolade, or you can send me a message on Facebook. On Facebook, I am Aanu-Kolade. I don't believe I almost forgot my name on Facebook. I am Aanu-Kolade on Facebook. So I'll be waiting to hear from you. This particular one has been on my mind for a very long time. Let us deal with it once and for all, I beg. So yes, comments, please keep them coming. All right, and then of course, as usual, I'll see you soon. Bye.